Hey everyone, this is James from Mad River Homestead here in Southwest Ohio. Hot day here, but we're going to be doing a little work outside. Recently I got one of those Kamado smokers. Looks kind of like the green egg, but I got the Kamado Joe. In those smokers you use hardwood charcoal. Well, after buying a couple of bags, I thought I need to learn how to make this myself. So we're going to be making some hardwood charcoal today. I'll show you what we're doing. Now I'm going to be using a 55-gallon drum for this, and I'm going to be using cherry wood, but you could use any kind of hardwood. That's just what I had on hand. My grandson Braylon and I started by packing the cherry wood into the barrel as tightly as we could. Once we did that, we just started building a small fire by just throwing a bunch of small sticks in there, and I also put the lid on the container. And you'll see here that I'm taking one of the plugs off of the smallest hole. The key is to control the oxygen so the wood doesn't fully combust inside. Instead, the wood's going to decompose. That's going to release any moisture, any volatile gases, and basically leaves behind a carbon-rich material, which would be the charcoal. Now for the exterior fire, I just used a bunch of old junk wood that I had laying around for outdoor fires. In retrospect, I would build the fire a lot higher than I did, but it did do the job. It just took a lot longer than I would have normally expected. Now once we had that exterior fire going really well, then you start to see that white smoke coming out of that small opening. That would be those volatile gases escaping, any moisture, and that's why it's so important to have that covered to keep the oxygen from getting into it. Well, it's the next morning and I'm going to take a look at this. It was still putting out some of the white smoke when I went to bed last night, but I had a nice big fire going and I'm hoping for the best. So I couldn't get it open by hand, so I brought a couple of tools. Oh, that looks beautiful. It's a little more brittle, but it could have been because the wood was a little bit older. And I used cherry too, which might have affected that. So this is how it turned out. That's good. It's some of it's a little better than others, but that's going to work. That's a nice chunk right there. So that'll save me a few bucks. So this is what we ended up getting. This 5-gallon bucket full. And then this is full up to about there. So quite a bit of hardwood charcoal there. Turned out pretty good. A little bit lighter in weight than I was expecting. I'm not sure exactly why. I know one thing that I did not do, and it was because it was still burning smoke when I went to bed. One thing I did not do was cover that little hole. So some oxygen would have gotten in there overnight. It was still pretty warm when I got up, but some oxygen would have gotten in there. Maybe that compromised it a little bit. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out for my first time. All right, so thank you for watching this video. Really means a lot that you took the time to stop by and check it out. Hopefully it's helpful. If this is something that you've been thinking about doing, it's really not that hard of a process to do, as long as you have the room and you have enough wood. So until my next video, thank you again, and God bless you and your family.